Have you ever been one-tapped by Mosin? If you haven't, go in a raid, do a couple of runs, with the best gear of course on you, and wait for the Mosin man to one-taps you, because if you haven't experienced such a superior bullet on your own skin, then you will not understand the power and glory of the weapon that we are gonna talk about today. What is up, Skrarmy? How's it going? Where the What up, dude? How's it going? It's your boy one and only, Eroktic. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about one of the strongest weapons in the game. The glorious, the almighty, the Soviet, DMR, SVD. The strongest armor damage rounds in the game currently are stationary weapons. Do you know those grenade launchers and heavy machine guns around the reserve? Yeah, those are the strongest weapons in the game. They're dealing between 88 and 95 armor damage per shot, which means it is gonna one-tap high-tier armor. And do you know which bullet is the second best? Ding 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 ding! Yes, you guessed it. 7.62 54 MMR. My 7.62 54 MMR bullet of choice is of course 7N1. At least chat told me so. It is dealing 86 flash damage, which means it is gonna one-shot the chest shot. It has 45 penetration power and whopping 84 armor damage per shot. Now the 7N1 is not the best of the best to one-tap the armor class 5 armor. Whoa, stop the footage. Before you start to judge me, I do not modify my SVD like that. I stole it from the pleb earlier. Roll that clip before this one. We're gonna find the guys right here. I see him. I'm just way too good, you know? Skill. Guys, shoreline spawns are great. Shoreline spawns do not need any changes. Trust, they're amazing. Pro MLG competitive gameplay right here. I think it is time for a change, chat. Here he is. Was that the Mosin? And you are dead. I wish I have 7N1 bullets, dudes. I cannot even operate myself, chat. I legitimately... Oh, I'm not even... Oh! Not even operation, dude? Man, dude, this game is great, right? Just couple of fixes here and there and we are fine. But you see, SVD ain't Mosin, boy. SVD is one spammy motherfucker. And if you can control the recoil, if first bullet is not one shot in the chest, second definitely is. When you're spamming the SVD, horizontal recoil is basically nothing. So when you're timing those shots properly, the bullet pattern is gonna literally go like this. Exactly like this, as your dick is going to be after watching this whole video. And of course, your ding-dong is gonna do complete opposite when you hear somebody else using the SVD after this video. But anyways, SVD is a monster. On long ranges, Here, Rip. And of course, in the CQC combat, because of its spamminess, he knew, man. Did he hurt me? Although I would strongly recommend you not to hip fire the SVD. Someone is underneath me. I'm gonna pretend that I do not know where he is. Get baited, bro. Get baited, broski. I wanna wallbang so hard. Did you aim for me, dude? Was that aimed on me?
But Eroktic? What about ergonomics? There is no modifications and aiming down the sight is way too slow, Eroktic. I'm just gonna use M4.
Billy, you always think that you're the smartest, aren't you? Go back in your room. Yes, it is true that SVD does not have any kind of additional modifications to increase the ergonomics, so your aiming down the sight speed is much quicker. But you see, we are talking about Tarkov here, 0.12 beta, by the way, where you can bypass the ergonomics. You don't need to have fully modified SVD to have insane aiming down the sight. But before we continue with how to properly build the SVD, let me show you the cheese that I'm talking about. So basically, there is the ergonomics statistic in a game. The higher ergonomics is, faster your aiming down the sight is, lower the volume is of the aiming down the sight, and the better ergonomics are, less stamina drain you're gonna have while ADSing. But basically, the main reason why people are buffing their ergonomics on the guns is for the faster aiming down the sight. And since SVD does not have any kind of modifications to increase the ergonomics, we have to bypass that. And there is a catch. There is a trick to bypass the ergonomics aiming down the sight speed. And the way how to bypass that is canted sights. Currently in 0.12.1.5208, canted sights do not count as the traditional modifications. They're not affected by the ergonomics, which means when you're using a canted sight, you're gonna basically have a maximum ergonomics. And I can show you this right now. Same AK with the same sights. This is the speed of the dust-covered one. And this is the speed of canted one. As you can see, like, it is night and day. Canted is night and day. And the same thing goes with the SVD. Because SVD has terrible ergonomics, this ADS is gonna be really long. And your life and death can depend on that low ADS, by the way. But before I show you the ergonomics on the SVD, I have to show you the modifications, what to pick. You're gonna go on Skier level 2 and purchase the RK3 grip, and you're gonna also purchase from Skier level 2 B13 mount. And then you're gonna go on Jagger level 4 and you're gonna purchase 34mm one-piece mag mount made by Night Force, and you're gonna also purchase the Night Force scope. It costs 90,000, but when I'm rolling with the SVD, I'm building it like this. So you're gonna put B13, and then you're gonna put an F34mm, and then you're gonna put the Night Force, and of course you're gonna put PKO6 right here. So once again, this right here is the ADS with the PKO6 on the dust cover, and this is the ADS on the mount on the PKO6, just because it is canted. Like I said, you're bypassing the ergonomics with it. Now of course 100,000 for the scope might be way too much. It costs like a goddamn weapon. You don't even have to buy it if you do not want to snipe. If you want to play like CQC mid-range fights, just purchase the level 4 mount from the Jagger and put that PKO6 on top of the mount. You can use the canted sight on that mount without of any problem. And this trick works on basically everything. You can use that trick even on the AKs or whatever the hell. And now let me show you the spamminess of the SVD. This is with the scope. This is with the sight. As you can see, it is basically the same thing. It is laser accurate, and when you know that every single shot is gonna one-tap level 5 armor, you know what's up, dude. You know what's up. And also, speaking about spamminess, let me show you the spam without of controlling the recoil. This is basically without of controlling recoil. As you can see in the mid-range fights, you don't even have to control it, you just spam the target and they will die. Which means if you're planning to use SVD spamming in the mid-range fights, shoot the nuts, basically. You see, this weapon is not jack of all trades, because jack of all trades is good at everything, but not the best in everything. Although when we are talking about this SVD build, it is the ultimate weapon of the superb Soviet power. So next time, when you hear that SVD shot, be prepared for a goddamn unstopping power, because if you don't one-tap him, he will definitely one-tap you. I have one more overpowered weapon to cover, so make sure to click that subscribe button with the notifications on, and also, please do me a favor and like the video, because it is gonna definitely help me to get into the recommended feed of the other people that are on the YouTube. And if you have any friends, feel free to share this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed and learned something new. And see ya in the next video or on live stream on twitch.tv/Eroktic. Out!